Hello? Samsung, what's up? Oh, so y'all got my stuff to ship, right? Oh, okay. Oh, it's not gonna be here till Friday. I guess that's all right. You know, I would have liked it to have had it with my phone, but I guess I kind of let y'all, you know what? Let me show my appreciation. I'm just trolling, y'all. Take a joke, Samsung, all right? Oh, got another call. Hello? Tim Apple, what up, player? Hey, yo, y'all still holding y'all event? Cause you know, nowadays, you know, everything getting shut down. Y'all, you don't know, you can't give me no details. What? You can't give me no teeth? What up, YouTube? This is 48 hours with this here Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. Just so you know, this S20 Plus was purchased with my hard-earned YouTube money, so there will be absolutely no bias in this review, or any of my reviews for that matter. Let's get that clear right at the gate. Now, let me start off by saying that the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus, 48 hours later, is absolute fire. But what flagship phone in today's market isn't? So basically, I'm sure more, if not all S20 owners will more than likely be satisfied with their purchase, but that doesn't mean that there aren't any shortcomings. I'll get into those in a bit, but let's talk about what makes the S20 Plus a great smartphone. First thing first I have to talk about is the display. Not just the usual fact of it being the Samsung display, you know, the best displays on the market, but the fact that Samsung has added the 120 Hz refresh rate, which is crushing everything. Even though it's only available in full HD, most of you are using your Samsung Galaxy device right now in that resolution anyway, because that's how they ship. Pro tip, if you want full quad HD display performance, you have to go inside of the settings on the display and activate that. Same thing goes for the 120 Hz refresh rate. You gotta go in there and activate it, player. But that viewing experience, and boy is it an experience, is absolutely lovely. It makes scrolling and overall movements just butter smooth. Smoother than David Ruffin. You know, I didn't really buy into the 120 Hz chatter until I picked up a Samsung Galaxy S20 device, because it was just apparent right off the bat. Now the Google was super smooth, the Pixel 4, but whoo, this S20, I tell you. So add that refresh rate on top of the best display in the smartphone game, and let's just say, I can't wait for the next Note device. Watching content and everyday tasks just looks better on the Samsung Galaxy display. As far as battery life, it's still super early for me to speak on it, in depth, in detail, but my week later update, I'll inform you guys. And also take note, I'm using 120 Hz refresh rate, which is more intensive on the battery, but I'm still getting through my workday just fine in a typical day. I had this thing on since 7 a.m. today, and where are we? 76%. But like I said, I'll speak more on that in my week later review. But this is a 4500 milliamp battery. Now, with the design of the S20 Plus, although this is a larger phone, it's still a light phone in your hands, and it feels great in the hands. Now, that story is totally different with the Ultra version of this device. The S20 Ultra is definitely heftier, and you feel the weight of that device. Whereas with the S20 Plus, it feels a lot lighter, especially more than the Ultra and my iPhone 11 Pro, not even the Max version. This thing feels lighter in my hands than that. But I will say that my Samsung Galaxy Z Flip, this feels the lightest of all of them. Now, when it comes to the S20 Plus, we have a near bezel-less display design with that Infinity O display, which I absolutely love. It's really nice. This is premium glass with premium metal, and it's designed as usual. Add on that cloud blue with those hints of aura glow, rainbow effect in there. Man, I absolutely love the design of this phone. It looks great. And it's all encompassed by this humongous, very apparent, rectangular camera bump. And to be honest, if you want to keep this camera bump safe, I got it where my thing at, man. You got to put a case on this bad boy so that you can lay this thing on its back safely. Now, this is a liquid air case from Spigen, one of my favorite cases from Spigen that I picked up from Amazon. Again, another product that I bought, but shout out, this is super convenient as far as price. I'll leave a link down in the description below, and it's really light as well. So I absolutely love this. And I mean, I had to buy this because somebody did not ship my 2 leather cases along with my Galaxy Buds Plus with my phone. Nevertheless, I'm still happy that I got this S20 Plus when I did. So Samsung, keep shipping your phones out early, okay, player? But with the accessories next time. Thank you. Now, let's get into the camera for a bit. Now, I'll start with the rear cameras because those are the best cameras with the best results and also yield the most features and usability. Right out of the camera, from the rear camera, if you're in good lighting, you're getting a good photo. Basically, I'm telling you, if you're outside in the sun or you got nice lighting within your home, you're gonna get a good photo. And all smartphone cameras perform best in good lighting situations. So that's how I will always recommend that you use them. I suggest you get out in the sun, player. That way you get more out of it. And I'll get more into that later. Now there are a ton of dope, fun camera modes on the S20 Plus that you can experiment and use strategically. I even played around with the time-lapse feature, which is absolutely dope, as it will tell you how long you've been recording as opposed to how long a time-lapse video will actually be, which is super useful. The camera also features a pro mode for photos and video, which I highly recommend you use if you know what you're doing. Take control of the shots and the settings, because I prefer my camera setting choices over Samsung's auto settings in most cases. I also played around with the zoom features. Now this is actually surprisingly good. You have an option of like 4x, 10x, 20x, and the infamous 30x, which I'll be honest, although 30x isn't the best looking, it's actually a fair shot in some cases. But the 4x is my favorite, and the 10x is good as well. Beyond that, you really start to see the artificial intelligence showing itself. So how I really see rear cameras: outdoors, ideal lighting, ideal photos. Indoor, shaded areas, subpar lighting, subpar photos. It's as simple as that. Now, indoor main camera photos, you don't see the subpar until you crop into the details, and it depends on the shot and the lighting. It's very tricky, but it can get very soft at times. Now, as far as the rear cameras, I was actually impressed with the natural blur and depth of field I was getting. When focusing on a close subject, all else is blurred out, directing proper focus to the subject actually in focus. I was driving and the camera was focused on my hand and my watch, just an Apple one, just relax. And the bokeh was clear. And once I lifted the camera up, it shifted focus responsively, and it was quite apparent, and it was pretty smooth, and I liked it a lot. So the video in the rear camera is looking sweet thus far. If y'all want a more in-depth camera deep dive, smash the like button and comment below. Oh, and subscribe too so you don't miss. I just dropped my phone. Hold on, player. You all right? You cool? You straight? Okay. Now let's talk about the front-facing camera. Dun, dun, dun. And those of you who watch me know I have no shame in being as blunt and honest about smartphone front-facing camera quality as possible. Now, the good side to the front-facing camera is that selfies actually look good outside in good lighting. I appreciated some of the shots I got with the front-facing camera, despite some of the slight skin smoothing, which is Samsung's thing, and I don't know why. But outside of that, I enjoyed the outside photos. Same for the video. Outside in proper lighting, the video capture was good. In challenging lighting, all front-facing cameras fall apart, all of them. Now let's get into where my heart is broken time and time again, and that is indoors or shaded areas. Now, I'm not sure why Samsung's camera software choices are what they are. The settings that it chooses to get the results that it does. I'm not a fan. I wish there was a way to have pro camera mode on the front-facing sensor, but it's not available. So basically, what am I trying to say? Selfies indoor are what they are, even on the iPhone. But the Pixel is superior in this department for me in photos. The pictures on the S20 are too soft for my liking. Noise is introduced, and any sharpness there was disappears and there's no more. I'm a camera nerd who uses a pro-consumer camera every day, so I'm spoiled. Some of you probably don't even understand the terms that I'm using, and if you do, bravo to you, and those are the things that I'm telling you aren't the best. All in all, I'll rate the front-facing camera as fair, and we'll move on. The exact same goes for the video as well. Let me put it all together for you. Let's focus on user experience, which is the king amongst all. The user experience on the S20 Plus so far is great. Visually appealing, smoother than ever, as snappy as I need it to be, and just plain out good. Comment down below, what are your must-haves to make a smartphone worth buying for you, so I can focus on those things in my reviews going forward. In the S20 Plus, you have more than enough memory with the option to expand the memory at a reasonable cost. You've got plenty of RAM for app management. You have a more than capable camera, especially in good light, emphasis on that. You have that nicely tailored Samsung One UI software experience, which complements Android 10 very nicely. The 120 Hertz refresh rate is an absolute gem, and the list can go on, but I think you get the picture by now. So comment down below exactly what you want me to test and push on this S20 Plus so that I can give you the review that you are looking for. Now remember, players, I bought this device with my hard-earned money, giving me the freedom to say what and do whatever I deem necessary to give you, the viewer, the value you deserve, period. My name is CJ. This is CJ Knows Tech, where I know tech so you don't have to. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, come back for more, and watch another video after this one, okay, player? Nothing but respect.
No, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop.